Nico. All right. Good to see you. Good. Thank you. It's my pleasure to welcome once again the President of Cyprus, my good friend Nikos. It's wonderful to see you again with your delegation in Jerusalem. Cyprus and Israel are two small democracies in the Eastern Mediterranean. We also share common challenges and also common opportunities in security cooperation, in gas, in emergency cooperation, commerce, tourism, many, many fields. I'll never forget that in 2010 when we faced a ferocious forest fire in the Carmel forest. The first country I called was Cyprus. It offered to send a plane. It did send it. And I was privileged to reciprocate last month when you faced a ferocious forest fire. And we sent our planes to extinguish your flames. Back in April, our two nations, along with Greece, conducted a joint firefighting exercise to enhance our regional cooperation in emergency situations. And that's exactly the kind of thing that friends do. They come to each other's help in times of need, but also cooperate in good times or cooperate to make times better. And that's why I'm particularly proud to have this opportunity to continue the dialogue. We began on a tripartite basis in the Nicosia summit. We're continuing those discussions, both bilaterally but also multilaterally, and we continue to send our people. But of course, we know as leaders that there's no substitute for the meeting of the people at the top. So in this spirit, I welcome you once again.
Thank you very much. My dear friend, Prime Minister, it is a pleasure to be back in Jerusalem and to have an opportunity to discuss with you many of the important developments that have taken place in the past few months. But before I say anything else, I want to express to you and to the people and government of the State of Israel personally my gratitude and the gratitude of the Cypriots, of all Cypriots, for the indispensable assistance which you offered recently during the terrible forest fires in Cyprus. I also want to especially thank the professional men and women who came to our aid, the pilots, the ground crew, the support staff and their officers who so quickly went on alert, flew to Cyprus and helped us in our time of need. In the sadness of natural disaster, I have to point out something that gave me hope for the future. The fact that the level of mutual cooperation between Cyprus and Israel has reached the point where reaction is so swift and smooth. We know that we can rely on each other. And this is the result of a lot of work that we have been doing together during the past few years in bringing our countries closer. We are reliable partners that see eye to eye on a wide agenda of issues ranging from energy to security to a very sincere, open and frank political dialogue. We have been tightening our areas of cooperation from tourism to education and business, sharpening our joint training, and through continuous coordination have been forming a common language. This common language enables us to stand by each other in these very challenging times as we are faced with so many attacks against our common values. This is true in our immediate region, but also in many parts of the world. These frequent meetings, this is actually our fifth meeting in a year, our regular talks on the telephone, it's another way of communication, and our transparency are essential for our partnership of strategic choice and important in understanding each other's needs as peoples and states. I cannot but highlight that last week almost 80 flights took place between Israel and Cyprus. In 1 week, 80 flights. The 2 days it was the 81st to bring me to Israel. In this spirit, I look forward to our meeting today to discuss how to enhance more our bilateral relations in the field of energy, security, economy, and trade, to exchange views on the regional developments, to brief you on the negotiations about the Cyprus problem, and of course, to prepare for the next trilateral meeting later this year with our Greek colleague here in Jerusalem in order to continue the work which we started in Nicosia last January. Once again, thank you, my dearest friend, for hosting us in Jerusalem, and I look forward to our conversation on the many important subjects that are of mutual concern. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.